So this would be like a question one kind of thing, algebra. And what you're going to do here, guys, is I want to quickly explain the following to you. If you have a square root of, let's say, x, and you let me actually start very basic, teach you guys the absolute basics. If you have a square root of 3 multiplied by the square root of 2, then what that becomes is the square root of 3 multiplied by 2, which is just the square root of 6. Okay, so that's how square roots work. So what I'm going to do is I am going to look at these two square roots over here, this one and this one over here, and I'm going to make that into one big square root. Okay, so that's just going to become one big square root like that. And then I'm going to put the first bracket, so that's going to be square root 2 minus x. And then the other one will be square root 2 plus x. Okay, so you see what I've done there? I've just taken the two square roots and I've turned it into one big square root. And then on the other side, we just have x. What I'm going to do next is I would like to get rid of the big square root so I can take the square on both sides. Okay, and so that's going to leave us with, or what that will do is it will get rid of this square root over here. Only that one. And so what we will be left with on the left-hand side is the square root of 2 minus x and the square root of 2 plus x. Okay, and then on the right-hand side, we would be left with x squared. What we'll do next is we will multiply these numbers into, we're just going to multiply out the brackets, you know, easy stuff, hey guys. And so that is going to give us the square root of 2 multiplied by the square root of 2. If you don't know what that is, just type it on your calculator, but it's just going to give you 2. Then you're going to say plus the square root of 2x minus the square root of 2x minus x squared equals x squared. Okay, what we should identify then is that this term is going to cancel with this term over here because the one is a plus, the other one is a minus. And so I'm going to carry on over here. What we should identify, or what we should be left with, is 2 minus x squared equals x squared. I'm then going to take the x squared over to the other side like that. We're then going to say x squared is equal to 1. We're then going to take the square root, and technically we should end up with a positive and a negative 1. Now, I want you to please remember that whenever you get a question in the exam where there's any type of square root in the original question, you must check your answers, okay? Whenever there's a square root in the original question. Okay, so what we're going to go do now, guys, if we want to get the maximum amount of marks for this question, is we're going to go do a check. Let's check. Let's let x equal to 1. So what you do is you go plug x equal to 1 on this side, and then you plug x equals to 1 on that side, and then you're going to see if the left side is the same as the right-hand side. Then what you would find, I'm not going to do this because I just want to save us some time. You would find out that this one does work. Then what you're going to go and do is you're going to go check the x equals to -1. And what you would go and do is you would plug the x into here, and into here. And you will see if the left side is the same as the right-hand side. What you would identify is that the two sides are not going to be the same. And so that one is incorrect. And so therefore, the final answer is x equals 1.